Greetings, thanks for joining me. Today I am going to show you how I make my eyes big and beautiful using all matte nude eyeshadows. The first product I'm going to use is Groundwork by MAC. This is the most brilliant eyeshadow I have ever used, and I find that I'm using it every time I do a nude eye makeup. My 213 MAC eyeshadow brush with my Groundwork, and it's just that tiny little bit, that's all you need. My friend Giselle gave this to me a long time ago, so you can't get this 4-color eye palette today, but all 4 colors are still available at Bobbi Brown. So there's Bone, Naked, Velvet Plum, and Espresso. And these 3 colors I use just about every single time I'm doing a matte nude eye. Now I'm going to put some Naked by Bobbi Brown right here in the center of the eye. And now I'm just putting a little bit of that bone right here in the corner. And I'm going to put a little bit more on top right here, just as a little highlighter. Then I'm going to take my angled brush by Laura Geller and I'm going to blend it all together. Next, I'm using that pretty espresso that I showed you from Bobbi Brown. I'm just going to take my little pinky finger. I like to use my fingers for blending. Some people like to use brushes. It's just whatever your preference is. I like to use my fingers. This is Art Liner by Lancome. This is what it looks like. And I am going to throw that just on top of the base of my top eyelashes, just to give it a little bit more oomph. Okay, and I'm not going to take it all the way down into the corner. I'm going to stop kind of on the outside edge of my iris. And then just give it a tiny little flick right here, but not too much. Again, just to the outside edge of my iris, not all the way down to the corner. And then a little flick just on the edge there. Okay, so this is Infinite Beige. I got this from Sephora. You can basically get any eye pencil in this color. Don't get white, you want something that's more of a creamy beigey color. And I use this on my waterline, and this helps to make the eyes bigger. I'm going back into my Bobbi Brown palette with my fancy little Bobbi Brown applicator. And I'm going to do some espresso down here on the bottom. I'm going to match it up with that little wing that I had created. And just glide it right along the lashes. But I'm not going to go all the way to the corner of the eye. I'm going to stop again on the outside edge of my iris. There comes the pinky again. I just blend it out a little bit like that. I just discovered this mascara and I love it. It is called The Falsies Big Eyes by Maybelline. So this is what I'm going to use to make my big eyes for the top lashes, and in the same wand for the lower lashes, this tiny little brush so that you don't get mascara all over the bottom of your eye. What was that song with the wiggle wiggle? Wiggle 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 wiggle, Wiggle 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 wiggle, My daughter used to dance to that song when she was a baby. Anyway, that's what I sing to myself in my head every time I'm doing my mascara, because I'm wiggling. Now I'm going to do the bottom lashes. That wasn't the rain, that was my stomach grumbling. I'm hungry. This tiny little brush makes it so much easier to get mascara on my bottom lashes. without getting smudges that have to be cleaned off. Okay, so now here's what the eyes look like. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye! I don't want to bore you with all the prep work that I had to do, but I'll speed through it quickly, and in case you have questions about what I already have on my face. C'est long.
I think it sounds fancy.
So first, after moisturizing my face, obviously, I use my NARS Sheer Glow Liquid Makeup, which I love. Ceylon. Oh, we'll just say ooh la la, Ceylon. And then I used the my Echo Tools, which is shedding a hair. My Echo Tools brush is shedding. I used my Echo Tools liquid makeup applicator brush. This is the first Echo brush that I've ever purchased, and I have to say I'm really happy with it. To cover the dark circles under my eyes, I use my Max Coverage Concealer Brush by Bare Minerals. And my Lancome Long Lasting Under Eye Concealer, and I'm using the color Claire. And Claire does a great job of covering the dark circles under my eyes. I have a 4-year-old, don't judge. Then I followed all of that up with my Too Faced pressed powder. This is translucent pressed powder with vitamin C, A, and E. This is my Bare Minerals tapered blush brush, which I actually use for the bronzing down here under the cheekbones. Some contouring. Some contouring on the cheeks with my Laura Geller. Thanks, Mare. This is Balance and Brighten Tan. And this is an all-around good bronzer. It's also good, obviously, as a, what did I just call it? What's the word? Help me out, T.
Base?
No, contouring. Contouring was the word I was looking for. And then I use my Bare Minerals Flawless Face, which is a nice, big, fluffy, puffy brush. I love this brush for applying blush. This is a beautiful Lancome blush in Rose Fresque. A lot of French going on here. Rose Fresque. That didn't sound French at all, did it? Can you see that? My highlighter by Bloom. My friend Lisa gave this to me a long time ago. And all these years later, I am still using it. Bloom is a product in Australia. Don't know if we can get it from here. But if you go to Australia, check out the Bloom products. They're quite nice. That's how light it is. And I literally just pat and then do, just like that. And I've been using this for years and it looks like it's brand new because you use such a tiny, tiny little amount just on top of your cheekbone. And it just gives that nice little sheen. Well, now I'm putting on too much because I already had it on, so I've gone a little heavy at this point. And then for my lips, I use my NARS. Oh, all these weird names today. Not weird, just different. Different doesn't mean weird. Rikugian. I don't know how to say this. Rikugien is the name of this color. And it is beautiful. But it has a really difficult name to pronounce. F-A-U-X. Faux. I know that I'm pronouncing this one correctly. And faux, look how pretty that is. That's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. I do not have long, curly, perfect eyelashes like my daughter. I have straight eyelashes that are really difficult to deal with. So I have to use my eyelash curler, and I use the Sephora eyelash curler. CoverGirl Exact Eyelight's waterproof mascara is the best way to hold a curl on your eyelashes. So I put a very light layer of this on first before I put on the mascara that I'm planning on using. Then I always like to do my eyebrows first before I do my eye makeup because for me, my eyebrows are a little difficult. Oh, this doubles as a hair remover. Oh, this brush is so old that the number has worn off. I have no idea what number this is, but you can see it's just that tiny little angled brush by MAC. And this is what I've been using for years to do my eyebrows. And I use this lovely dark brown color by Clinique. Chocolate Chip. Chocolate Chip Stay Matte Eyeshadow. And I love using eyeshadows on my eyebrows. I don't like pencils. I like powders. Like a bull in a china shop knocking things over. My cameraman is knocking over the camera.